Yo, what's up, everybody? I was watching this video with this little baby, and the mother was saying about the baby don't eat a lot. She was wondering why her daughter don't like to eat, and the girl looked like she was about 5 years old. And I was saying to myself, how big you think the little girl's stomach is? Your stomach is the size of your fist. And a little baby, you know, babies only have little fists, so they got little stomachs. But parents teach their children bad eating habits. They teach you how to eat till you full, till you stuffed. See, a lot of times children eat just enough. They do it naturally. They don't eat a lot. And the minute their stomach started feeling cramped or bulged from the food they eat, then they stop eating. They say, I don't want no more. They eat like a half a hot dog and 2 French fries and say they full. And they drink a lot, and they be drinking juice. Well, what you think? They be full. And the bread swells up in their stomach, but then your mother tell you, you better eat everything on your plate, or you ain't gonna eat no more. Parents be feeding their children too much. And then you teach your children bad eating habits. And the more when you eat, you stretch your stomach. And then when your stomach is growling, that's your stomach trying to get back to its natural shape. That's not hunger pain. That's your stomach shrinking back to its natural state. But the more you eat, the more you stretch your stomach, the more you gotta eat to satisfy your hunger, because you're stretching your stomach. And then you teaching your children bad eating habits. You tell them, you're not gonna move from this table till you finish everything on that plate. That's torture. I never did that shit to my daughter. Old people do that. Old black people be doing that. You better eat everything on that plate. The baby be 5 years old, and y'all feed him like that grown man. And then that's how you be seeing adults with them big ass stomachs. They be having them big stomachs and be fighting and everything, because they eat too much. It don't take a lot of food to satisfy your hunger. But black people, we be thinking you gotta eat because you don't know where your next meal is coming from. So your mother be saying, well, you better eat all that food on that plate. I work too hard for all that money. I work too hard to buy this food. And then you try to eat everything. You can't eat everything. That's bad, man. You teach you to eat every damn thing. Like on Thanksgiving. On Thanksgiving, that's the worst, man. People eat like they're going to the electric chair. It's a holiday where people celebrating food or whatever. You know, they say, well, I ain't going to get into the politics of it. But people try to eat everything. They try to eat like they're going to the electric chair. They be pounding their plate with every damn thing. And like I told you, if you eat slow, you satisfy your hunger faster. In a natural setting, if you eat slow, that's why people talk about they want to go to a nice restaurant and shit. They want to go to a nice restaurant and they don't know how to eat with a knife and fork. A knife and fork. See, like when you eat in the street and you eating fast food, you eating on the run, and your stomach doesn't have time to send a message to your brain that you're satisfied. So you just be eating. Boom. You be eating like dogs, fast, and then you be hungry again. But if you eat slow, you'll get satisfied faster. Take your time and eat. And that's why when you go to a restaurant, you eat with a knife and fork. But chicks want to go to a nice restaurant, and they don't know how to eat with a knife and fork. They be pushing the food up on the fork with a piece of bread or their thumb. You're not supposed to do that. That's bad table etiquette. That's why people be all fat, because they eat too fast. Eat slow. And stop feeding these babies all that food. When they tell you they full, they full. People want their baby to eat like they don't know where their next meal coming from. Like they eating like they can store the food somewhere in their stomach, like they got fat reserves or some shit. Oh, and another thing is, like, I just seen this little skinny dude, like he was about 12 years old, real skinny, about my height. That's natural. That's the way you're supposed to be. But he was a white dude, skinny white dude. He was with his father. about my height. He was about my height, like he was about 12 years old. Looked like he weighed about, the boy looked like he weighed about 100, looked like he weighed about 95 pounds. Skinny. But that's natural. That's what he's supposed to be. You never see old fat people walking down the street. But black people, when you're skinny, we think that's something wrong. We embarrassed by being skinny. People always say I want to lose weight, but I don't want to look like a crackhead. But then when you fat, people say you chunky or you look healthy. You don't be looking healthy. You be looking fat. The average, like I'm 5'8", 5'8.5". I weigh about 160 pounds. I weigh about 160. But if I get down to 140, 145, 140, people say I look like a crackhead. He looks sick. Something look wrong with him. Shut the fuck up. Y'all don't know what y'all be talking about. You don't see old fat people walking down the street.